Egypt-Somalia relations are bilateral relations between Egypt and Somalia. Both nations are Arab League members and engage in close development cooperation. Somalia also has an embassy in Cairo, and Egypt is slated to reopen its embassy in Mogadishu. Overview. Relations between the territories of present-day Egypt and Somalia stretch back to antiquity. An Egyptian expedition sent to the land of Punt by the 18th dynasty Queen Hatshepsut is recorded on the temples at Deir el-Bahari. During the reign of the Puntite king Parahu and Queen Ati, according to the Roman scholar Pliny the Elder, the Egyptian pharaoh Sesostris also led his forces past the port of Isis en route to the northeastern market town of Mosulon, a cinnamon hub that is believed to have been in a close to present-day Bozazo. The 1st century CE Greco-Roman travelogue The Periplus of the Erythraean Sea, among other documents, reports later commercial exchanges between traders inhabiting city-states on the northern Somalian littoral with Ptolemaic Egypt. During the Middle Ages and early modern period, the various Somali sultanates also maintained close relations with the counterparts in Egypt. The Moroccan traveller Ibn Battuta reported that the Sultanate of Mogadishu exported its own trademark cloth to trading partners in the Nile Valley. Archaeological excavations at former Adal Sultanate sites in northwestern Somalia likewise yielded coins that had been minted by Sultans Barkak and Qaid Bey of the Egyptian Burji Mamluk Sultanate. During the ensuing colonial period, Egypt and Somalia maintained close ties through the UN delegate to Somalia Kamal el-Din Salah, who supported the territorial integrity of the Somali territories. Upon independence of the Somali Republic in 1960, Egypt was among the first nations to recognize the nascent country. It subsequently invested heavily in the education sector, with Cairo's Al-Azhar University leading scholastic and Muslim missions in Mogadishu, among other areas. In 1969, Egypt and Somalia were among the founding members of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. Both nations are also members of the League of Arab States. After the start of the civil war in Somalia in 1991, Egypt maintained diplomatic relations with the transitional national government and its successor the transitional federal government, and supported the state-building initiatives. As part of the International Contact Group, the Egyptian authorities participated in various global summits in support of the Somalian peace process, including the Khartoum Conference in 2006, the Djibouti Conference in 2008, and the Cairo Conference in 2010. The subsequent establishment of the federal government of Somalia in August 2012 was welcomed by the Egyptian authorities, who reaffirmed Egypt's continued support for Somalia's government, its territorial integrity and sovereignty. Development cooperation. The governments of Egypt and Somalia engage in close development cooperation. Much of this work is channeled through the Arab League and the Egyptian Fund for Technical Cooperation with Africa, in conjunction with the Somali Institute for Diplomatic Studies. The Egyptian authorities also organized diplomatic training for Somali government officials in 2010. In June 2013, Egyptian Ministry of Defense officials arrived in Mogadishu to help reconstruct the National Ministry of Defense's offices. According to the Somali Navy Commander Admiral Farah Kher, the Egyptian delegation comprised engineers, who were tasked with building new headquarters for the Somalian ministry. In October 2014, Foreign Minister of Somalia Abdurrahman Jubail met with Egypt's chargé d'affaires in Somalia Mohammed Mandur at his office in Mogadishu. The two officials discussed various issues of mutual interest, including supporting the federal government of Somalia's post-conflict reconstruction initiatives and fully re-establishing bilateral ties between both countries. According to Bale, Egypt is a long-standing ally and current partner of the Somali government. In November 2014, Bale and President of Somalia Hassan Sheikh Mohamud met in Mogadishu with Egypt's new ambassador to Somalia, Mogadishu. The officials subsequently held a closed-door meeting in which they discussed various ways to strengthen the historic bilateral ties between the two nations. According to Bale, Ismail also indicated that his administration would double its development assistance to Somalia in the education sector. Diplomatic missions. The federal government of Somalia maintains an embassy in Cairo. The diplomatic mission was led by Ambassador Abdullah Hassan Mahmoud since the 21st of November 2015. The Egyptian government has announced that it is slated to reopen its embassy in Mogadishu. As of November 2014, Mogadishu serves as Egypt's ambassador to Somalia.